Cop pulls me over. And I'm like, oh, man, I can't go to jail. And I've been drinking all day.
You said, oh, man, I can't go to jail.
And he says, well, let's do a breathalyzer. You want to take one of those? I was like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
No, that's what I'm afraid of going to jail for.
Right. No, I can't. I've been drinking all day. I can't do that.
I do the breathalyzer.
Did you hear me? How do you guys feel about people who love this holiday?
Halloween?
Do you love Halloween?
No, I never had a good time in my life.
Oh, a lot of pain there, huh?
Not so much pain. Just I never had a good Halloween where I just have a good memory. Like, that was awesome.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've had a St. Patrick's Day. Like, the year before I met my wife. Met a really hot girl at a bar. Took her home.
Are there any memorable Halloweens for children? I mean, I remember getting the shit scared out of me when I was a kid at like fucked up haunted houses in the valley that took it too far, you know? Mm-hmm. But I don't have any like, you know, like you remember good Christmases and good Thanksgivings and July 4ths even. But Halloween is it's just a bizarre holiday. I have friends that really love it, but I was driving around the other day. In my neighborhood, there's a fucking house. There's a cadaver hanging from the branches of the tree in the front. It scared the fuck out of me. I'm driving down the 101. I see people have fucking hands and legs hanging out of their trunks. And it's just this strange social convention that we have, this strange tradition where a couple weeks out of the year,
we celebrate death.
It's fun to pretend like you have a fucking body hanging in your front yard. What the fuck is wrong with people who love this holiday?
It's just fun, candy, kids are having costumes on.
People from different walks of life pray over these candies. Witchcraft. Well, you don't know the person that you're not going to know she's a witch. Now you're taking that stuff home, you put that stuff into your body.
Like, can you imagine, oh, finally, I'm going to bust out the fake dead body and hang it from the front of our house.
Some people are really into that. And, you know, they've gotten really good. Those bodies actually look pretty real.
I'm telling you, scared the shit out of me.
And children.
I've always said 4th of July is perfect time to shoot someone. And
what?
Now, that's a fucking holiday. I've had a lot of great 4th of July.
Hang on. Pump the brakes a second. What?
Because the fireworks. Like,
oh, got it.
The noise isn't going to alarm anybody. Even in
the perfect night for killing. That's right. Perfect night for killing.
And then on Halloween is the perfect time to dispose of those bodies because some of those very realistic dummies aren't dummies, Pat. It's just
great point.
Savvy killers.
What cop's going to pull you over when he sees a girl screaming from the back side of the window, like banging the back, say, "Get me out of here"? It's like they're just playing along.
What a bit. Must be YouTubers.
They're filming a video. My kids probably follow them.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like, so you slay a woman, right? Mm-hmm. And you just like return her at Party City, just prop her up against the back. I don't want this.
Just lug it up to the thing. Just some woman behind the counter.
Do you guys still have sugar daddies? You used to have sugar daddies in the front.
No one's more apathetic than a seasonal Party City employee.
Can I talk about Halloween for a second, though? About just kind of how it's very segmented as far as
this is another podcast show.
Right.
It's a show where we gab and goof about really whatever's at top of mind. Nick's pointing to one of the cameras, but before he gets up and goes to fix it, I'm Dylan. Saddled up next to one real Nicholas Davis.
What's going on, everybody?
Pat produced a podcast over there behind my glasses. Mm-hmm. Sorry to interrupt.
I was going to say, Halloween has different stages as far as how different ages kind of look at Halloween.
Right.
You're a little kid. You're like, all right, I got my pillow sack there. I got to ride my little bicycle around the neighborhood. I got to beat the other kids out. I got to accumulate as much fucking candy as I can.
It's a loot
2 hours.
mission, yeah.
You got 2 hours.
Right.
To basically get as much candy in that bag as you fucking possibly can, right?
Right.
Then you turn into a teenager and you've been aged out of being able to wear a costume. You walk up to some old bastard's house and I guess you're a day over 14. He goes, "You don't get any candy. You're too old."
Right.
Turn you away. That happened to me.
Yeah.
I looked weird.
It's a famous Curb Your Enthusiasm episode.
Is that right?
Yeah. You've never seen that?
No.
The bald asshole episode?
No. He turned away children because they were too old?
Yeah, these two, oh, it's such a brilliant episode. But these 2 girls come up and they're just in their clothes and they ask for candy and he refuses. and they TP his house and spray paint bald asshole in his garage.
They were just using Halloween to get candy.
Who cares? It's
I do.
Halloween.
You can't
Just give them candy.
just use the holiday for your own selfish purposes.
So you'd rather have them toilet paper your house?
Well, I
later?
didn't know that there was going to be felony a treat.
And he comes to find out that the girl that did it was the daughter of a man he had gotten into a fight with outside of a movie theater. He was whistling Wagner, and this guy said, "Excuse me, what are you whistling?" And he goes, "What, do you want to check my testicles too? What do you mean? Were you whistling Wagner?" "Yeah." "You know, he was a virulent anti-Semite." Anyways.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Then you move on to your late teens, your 20s, and the girls, they got to dress like whores or something like that.
Sure, yeah.
And then the guys try to have sex with the girls dressed like whores. And you basically roll that into your late 20s going out to the bars.
Regina George and Mean Girls.
And then you start shitting out kids of your own.
Right.
And then you start bringing out the toddlers.
Right.
They're 2 years old. You dress them up like, Wonder Woman or something like that.
Right.
And now it's cyclical is my point.
Yeah. Did you guys ever go to Santa Barbara for Halloween?
No, but I heard that's one of their most best holidays up there.
Yeah, it's one of the most horrifying human experiments I've ever been a part of.
A lot
It's
of college
just
kids.
Tons of college kids roaming the streets, fighting and fucking and sucking. And the cops, the poor cops, I mean, listen, you signed up for the job, but I mean, can you imagine looking out on that couple square blocks and just going, tonight is going to be war, boys. Excuse me, can you not drink in the street? Hey, why don't you go fuck yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Just that all night.
I got my first time I ever got pulled over to almost get a DUI was on Cinco de Mayo. Now that is a fucking holiday right there. Cinco de Mayo.
And I made that cop a little too nice. They're a little more jerky than that.
Quick story. So it's Cinco de
Hey,
Mayo.
do you mind not drinking? No cop ever.
Sorry to jump off Hollywood, but I can tell you, Santa Barbara in particular, they hate the college students, and they love to arrest them for DUIs, as they should, because they could kill some of the other part of the people up there, which is mostly blue hairs, a bunch of old rich fucking people.
Yeah.
So and they
Oprah
of course
and all her fucking
pay the
friends.
salaries of the cops, so the cops have to go after the college students. Anyway, I drive up to in 2001 to see this girl who I'd met up at Davis, that college Davis up there, UC Davis.
UC
Dope.
Davis.
We decide to meet for Cinco de Mayo with some of her friends. I drive up there in my Saturn SL1. It's the hottest girl I've ever thought I could ever get with. We have the most wonderful time on Cinco de Mayo. The place is packed very much
Chips
like
and
Hollywood.
salsa.
Oh, yeah.
Margaritas.
It's one of those things where you're so young you make out for 3 hours till your lips start hurting.
Yes.
Then we go to Fat Burger, and now we're going to drive back to some
Oh,
frat
you
house.
did a
where-
bang bang.
Oh, yeah. And I get pulled over by a fucking cop because I had my fucking right hand up her vagina. I only had one.
Your hand up her vagina.
Yeah. I had the left hand steering the wheel, the right hand in her vagina.
In her
She was
vagina.
loving it. It was really hot.
Got
Anyway,
it.
the cop pulls me over. And I'm like, oh, man, I can't go to jail. And I've been drinking all day.
You said, "Oh man, I can't go to jail."
And he says, well, let's do a breathalyzer. You want to take one of those? I was like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
No, that's what I'm afraid of going to jail for.
Right?
if
No,
you
no,
take
I
that.
can't. I've been drinking all day. I can't do that.
I do the breathalyzer.
Did you hear me?
So I do. By the way, I failed the whole do the alphabet backwards. I failed the whole walk the straight line thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm going to jail. I'm not
Right.
going to get to see this girl's vagina.
You hadn't seen it?
No. I'd only
Just put your
been
hand
inserting
up
my
it.
finger. Yeah. And
My hand was in her vagina.
he does the breathalyzer thing. He goes over to the other cop, buddy. They both look at it. They have 2 minutes, and he goes, "You fucking passed." I fell to my knees. I pray to God. I can't believe I did this. He lets me get in my car.
How did
I
you
spit on-
pass? Faulty equipment?
I think I ate at Fat Burger. I had 2 orders of steak fries. Saved my life.
You ate like that in front of a girl you were trying to bed?
She was picking out too.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
Sorry to take us on.
No, that's okay. I mean, now that we're talking about Santa Barbara, you guys know I'm not a big drinker, but I used to
What?
drink. What?
You love that organic wine. Organic.
I love natural wine. Yes.
You're like a woman in their 30s. I love wine. It's because
Yes.
you like to get drunk, Dylan.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
I can't. I know you have a true passion for natural wine.
Oh my God.
I'm trolling.
Anyway, so when I was younger, I used to drink to run away from problems, mainly my wife. Oh, she would be my wife, but I was running from the pain that she caused me when I was a young man. And God, it's cold in here. God, I have a cape. So anyways, I was one evening, Santa Barbara, running from pain, drinking lots of, I believe, Smirnoff watermelon, and got separated from my friends, calling my would-be wife and crying on the phone about our young love. And I went back to the truck that we were driving in, a Tacoma, blue-gray, and my friends weren't there, and I was just wondering when they were going to come back. And I was really, really drunk. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. So I got in the bed of the truck, and the freezing cold maritime, what's that fog called that rolls in off the ocean? It was freezing cold, oceanic layer, whatever. And I sleep there for
Marine layer.
Marine layer.
Do you have a
yeah.
blanket?
Nope.
Oh, that's tough, man.
Just me in the back of a taco. And I'm freezing. Go to sleep for 5 minutes.
What time is this?
3:30 in the morning.
Oh, that's when it's coldest.
Cold as hell, right? Mm-hmm. About 6:30 in the morning, 7, I hear people yelling my name. And I wake up and I see my friend PJ skating down the street, and I wave to him in the bed of the truck, and he goes, "What the fuck are you doing? You got to get out of there." And I go, "What do you mean? Where have you guys been?" He goes, "That's not our truck, dude." Slept in a stranger's truck. Don't laugh like that. Was that not a good story?
No, it was. It's like, dude, where's my car?
Why are you laughing like that?
Because when you're telling this story, you didn't hint at all that the reveal was going to be in a back of a stranger's
I feel
truck.
very uncomfortable with the way that you just laughed.
I think Pat enjoys the story implicitly, but wants to show it, but he just doesn't have the joy to actually laugh at the moment.
I'm like the Joker.
Why so serious?
So, Brian, cut out Pat's weird fucking laughter.
No, you can't.
Figure somehow. I'm going to try. Jesus. So, anyways. What do we have for tonight? Because we got some time to kill. I wanted to ask you guys about a sticky social situation I got in the other day, and whether or not I need to neuter my behavior when I'm out.
That could be fun.
We also need to talk about Facebook, right?
Oh, well, I was going to, I didn't realize it was a hit because you released an episode that we did like 2 months before. And I think we, as we opt to
3
do,
weeks.
we fuck up and we can't do a podcast. So then we dig back into the archives and said, I bet they'll swallow
Are you
this
drunk
shit.
right now?
No, but you released an episode where Pat goes on Facebook, and people really liked the posts that I read on Facebook.
Are you concerned about him right now?
I'm not, but
Okay.
I just
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, but it was a very natural thing where the recording schedule, and we just kind of like we didn't have to post one, and we kept
Yeah, why'd you do that? Because I was going to set him off.
It's not setting me off at all. It's not setting me off at all. But it was wrong.
Hey, you two fight. Stop calling me a drunk.
I did.
You're drunk.
I'm tired.
That's a fact. Okay, so we have to go through some of your Facebook posts, right?
Yeah. I just pick up my phone. The first thing I see, I read it, and then we analyze what the person's trying to do.
Hey, get that barrel ready, because we're gonna then transition into an apocalyptic piece of news I just heard about Facebook.
The very Facebook that Pat loves is going through some big changes.
Oh my God! All right, Pat.
Which also had a very fun, a positive externality, which I'll get into.
Pat, what do you got?
So can I go do my face?
Yeah.
Let's call this segment something.
We know what it is. We know what the segment's called.
What's it called?
What are they trying to say on Facebook?
What are they trying to say on Facebook? All right, this is where I remind the audience, I'm going to look at my Facebook feed right now. I'm going to read the first thing that I see. I have 432 friends.
I don't really mean to brag, but I be going so fucking hard.
And I'll just read it, and then we'll analyze it.
Got it.
All right, here's the post. I will always leave out the name, but I will give context.
Got it.
This was posted 16 minutes ago. Boy, that's a little late for this person because she's in her upper 60s, and it's East Coast time.
What? Yeah, I was gonna say, what coast is she on? Because
She's
that
on the
could
East
paint
Coast.
an even more sad picture.
Will you send me those screenshots of the posts you read?
Yeah, but we'll omit the names. Okay. Many years ago, I was honored to share the stage at Lunenburg High School in a production of Carousel with the super talented, I'll leave the name out, Happy Birthday name. It's heartwarming to know music is still a huge part of your life. Now, here's the context.
That's not that bad.
Well, it's a little thirsty, especially for a 69-year-old woman.
Nice.
The photo that she is posting is from, I'd say, well, you guys tell me. Here, I'll send it to Nick. I'll show Nick.
Oh my God. Is that from 1945?
It's probably 1968.
Good God. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
That was the kind of people that Manson would go after.
Oh, that's the right age. You can
Right,
see the
right.
haircuts.
Yeah,
Very
yeah, yeah.
attractive, by the way.
Ironically, like people could dress like all this now.
Oh, and they do.
Oh,
Yeah,
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 they
yeah.
do. We live in
They
Silver
probably-
Lake. They look exactly
Right,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so here's the
cyclical.
context. This is my favorite teacher's wife, who he married, who was actually his student. So she was a little bit younger than him. He's my favorite teacher, and I'm friends with his wife now. And this is how I'm going to break
Well,
down.
you're not friends with her.
Well, yeah, I'm not friends. I'm Facebook friends with
Yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah.
Right, we're buddies on Facebook.
Say Facebook friends.
Right. So what this post, because this picture was taken nearly 50 years ago.
Yeah.
And they're kind of referring to it as this person, happy birthday, is still, a talented musician. This is kind of sad. It's, hey, we were attractive at some point.
Oh, is that the subtext of it?
I think so. It's like, look at us. Now I'm looking in the mirror and I don't like what I say. Every line in my face getting clearer.
What is
Steven
that?
Tyler, Aerosmith.
Steven Tyler, got it.
As you get older, you look back to your younger self and you touch upon that to remind yourself you're still vital and you're still alive.
Yeah.
The older you get, there still was a younger you. And you also want to remind everyone that you're friends with on Facebook that at some point you were bangable.
Is this a
Cry for help.
no, is this a Patty's projection?
No, this is, what's the name of this segment? This is what they're really saying.
Uncovering Pat's neuroses? That's
No.
what it
What's that
sounds
person?
like.
What's this person on Facebook trying to say?
That's what the name of the
Yeah,
segment.
that's what
That's
yes.
the intent of this post is at point,
Right.
I was hot.
Right,
And
right.
I had dreams. I was in theater. I was doing a musical called Carousel.
Right.
We're 50 years on, and it's just like today. So go ahead and like this.
The way that the older people, the older boomers interact with Facebook is most often sad to scary. There is one of my dad's friends. They grew up in theater in Los Angeles together, or came up in theater in Los Angeles together. Just posting headshots of himself, friends, no captions or anything, like just names of people who people don't know. It's just like, what is going on?
This old people are taking down Facebook. I have 432 friends. If Facebook should have done a smart move, which he said, if you're over 30, you're not allowed here.
Yeah.
You're out.
Yeah.
And then they wouldn't make as much money because old people spend money on there or whatever.
Yeah.
But that would have been the smart move.
So do young people. I will buy Pharrell's skincare line for $140 because I've seen the ad 7,000 times.
And I've seen his skin.
And I've seen his skin throughout the years. Hey, hit us with another one.
All right.
I love this segment.
This is one of our own. I'll say that.
What is this person trying to say on Facebook?
What's this person trying to say? This is a little Patty
Facebook.
or a barnacle. It's Crystal
Should they be
Squares.
exempt from our ire?
No, she can say. No, she's not exempt from anything.
I will always leave out the name.
Okay.
Who is it?
I don't know.
It's Crystal Squares from another Below Deck podcast group. She says, I couldn't help but hear Pat say, meanwhile, as soon as I pulled up. Cheers, friends. It's a picture of a mug that says meanwhile.
Meanwhile, Brewing Company.
Oh, that's the name of the brewing company.
That's not a good Facebook post.
I don't think it's good either, but I was obviously touched by it.
I think that's a good Facebook post.
No, I mean for this discussion. That's just a sweet Facebook
But
post.
no, it's the top 5 posts.
I read the.
Oh, is that it? I thought you had these in the holster.
No, I'm just going down my feed.
Oh, what a risky segment.
It's a great segment.
Wow.
Now, I like
okay.
this. Now, this is the group stuff, which Facebook will still thrive with the groups, as Nikki has pointed out, because he's an expert in this business or whatever.
Yeah.
The groups are good because we're not throwing up our bullshit trying to say, hey, look how good my life is. Look how good my seats are at the Rams game. Look at you losers at home looking at my post.
Right.
I bet you wish you had seats like this,
Yeah.
but you don't.
Right.
But I do with my son, and that makes me better than you right now,
Sure.
especially when you like it, even in anger, because I knew you, John. I knew you didn't like me in high school, and I know you're liking this now because you're very, very jealous.
Is this called Patty's Projections?
I was just gonna say the segment has a fire name, but Patty's Projection is a strong number 2.
Ken, before you move on, and I don't mean to interrupt, but I have to get this off my chest. I've been trying to sell tickets to Tame Impala at the Hollywood Bowl on November 2nd.
Okay.
What an oxymoron.
I am putting these up on the Reddit for Tame Impala, and I get some bites. The beggars can't be choosers attitude of these people. I mean, it's absolutely insane. Are these the cardboard kind? Because I really like to keep the tickets for the shows that I go to. I put them in a trapper keeper. They have to be this kind.
Well, Dylan, I feel like this is a ripe opportunity for dilly-dallying.
No, I don't have time to dilly-daddle. I'm trying to sell the fucking tickets.
No, not
Do
necessarily.
you want them or not? I'm sure you can print the fucking PDF out, go to the concierge at the bowl, and have them print out the tickets for you, the kind that you want, weirdo. Stop wasting my time.
I wasn't saying about these Tame Impala tickets. Make your money. I would go to Facebook Marketplace. But
That's a good idea.
But now you should sell something you may not even have and just do this beggars. I'm part of the Reddit or a member of the Reddit beggars can't be choosers, and some of these people are psychotic. They're like they're buying a couch at $600 and they're like, "Hey, can you also like help me carry it and load it in and give it to me for free?"
Right.
They're like, "No, he said $600. Anyway, we can be in the middle, like $150."
Yeah.
And they're just psychopaths. And
Yeah, the first message is, I'll take it. And then the pain comes after that. Anyways, let's get to another Facebook post. These people, are they transferable through Ticketmaster? I'll send you the fucking ticket. What is up with all these questions?
All right, this is the last. What's the name of the segment again?
Hey, what's that person trying to say on Facebook?
This person's trying to say on Facebook. All right, this is a known actress, a friend of mine. Oh boy, this is on the free thing. This person is what my wife and I have dubbed a overposter.
Yeah.
Everything that she does in the acting world, whether she's always in front of one of those trailers where the bathrooms are there, and she'll say
on set for a Crest commercial.
Yes, or working with Academy Award winning whatever the fuck again,
makeup artist
or actor,
but it starts with, "It was such an honor to have the opportunity to be next to all these cool people, you fucking peasant bitch."
Now here's if that's 100%. And then she also has the other side where she posts pictures, and she also does this thing where she has to do the 16 pictures because we need to see the whole day covered of them at the fucking pumpkin patch.
Right.
How about one great photo? All right, if you're going to do this, and leave no caption.
Right.
That's how I do it.
It's called a photo dump, Pat, okay? It's a way to just get rid of the reel and you give your night out. It's a photo dump.
I'm troubled by it.
It's a dump.
I'm troubled by it because I think it's a really, really narcissistic.
Pat, have you ever caught a vibe?
Oh, yeah. It catches vibes all the time.
I saw an awesome tweet because photo dump is a thing that people like use, and they're like, photo dump from wherever. And I saw a tweet where someone was like, "Which one of you brave comedic souls is going to be the first one to take a picture of your shit and then post it and say photo dump?"
I do that. I do that constantly.
Yeah, but for internally for friends, and you don't use the word photo dump. That's the pun. That would be
right.
Just so on the nose.
A younger me probably would engage in that behavior.
I guess let me. That's triggering the thing that I kind of wanted to ask you guys
photo
about.
Dump? Taking pictures of your shit?
Yeah, because I am. I'm not good with people a lot of the time.
Can we kind of stay on the Facebook thing?
I was gonna get back to the Facebook thing.
You had a plan.
I was gonna get back to the Facebook thing. So I'm not great with strangers. I can make most interactions with people I don't know that well uncomfortable for everybody involved, including myself.
And it's always been crazy to me because like you're you understand people, and you but then I don't know, you just freeze. It's like an
I freak out. I don't know what it is. I really don't know. I was walking down the steps the other day, late after recording. The nights were out. It's Halloween, it's spooky.
But the people who actually kind of get your sense of humor and stuff, like, it works. Like, it solidifies relationships fast if you like can acclimate to the weirdness that you first meet.
Dylan plays along too. He's kind of. I've never seen you like completely freak out and have to walk in another direction after talking to a person.
Oh well, that's a very low bar.
I was trying to make the lowest bar.
And he did that one story about the showrunner. It's just my favorite one ever.
Oh yeah, that was great.
That was weird.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What happened?
No. So I'm walking down the steps, and my neighbor is outside, and she's got her dog, and the dog has recently broken its leg. Needed inpatient surgery for the leg. Sweet dog, felt horrible about it. She sets the dog down, and the dog is just overcome with dumb joy for new human smells. Gravely injured as of 3 days ago. Gravely injured. The leg was broken.
Glue factory.
You just cut the thing off and put him on a cart.
And it's cute.
They're very cute.
Gravely injured. This dog is just running around smelling things, completely ignoring the injury. So I said, "Oh, thank God you're not that bright." Right in front of this girl, and she kind of bristled a little bit. And I went, "Oh, you know what? Actually, it's a poodle, so she's actually probably pretty smart, right?" And, we made it out of the conversation okay, but I went upstairs and I recalled this to my wife, and she said, you have to remember that people don't know you, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if I need to neuter myself socially a little bit, or maybe I just have this romantic notion of being truly myself with anyone and everyone, and I don't want to neuter myself regardless of the awkward social consequences. I just don't know what to do.
So it is
I don't want to be more boring.
It's an intentional thing. So yeah, I love it. Do you, and that, like I said, then the people who are like understand you and your people, then you meet them, and the people who can handle it and the people that can't handle it, you worst.
Yeah, fuck you.
Your best or whatever.
Well, hold on now. You still live in a society where you got to not make people feel uncomfortable. Case in point.
Right.
Last weekend, I went up with a couple couples up to that Solvay thing. We went to a wonderful winery called...
Had a bunch of pea soup?
We went to a winery called Los Robles, and the girl that was going to be serving us our tasting walked up. She had a shaved head, and she had some very aggressive tattoos, and she said, "What will we be having?" And we made some small talk, and I nudged her on her shoulder, and I said, "Is the owner around?" And she said, "I don't know if he's here today." I said, "That's okay. I heard he's a Trumper." And I was kind of joking, thinking it was funny. She didn't return to our table. She was triggered. And I realized I was being funny because actually the owner...
You realized you were being funny.
The entire group, it took the entire vibe down because after 10 minutes we realized she was not coming back.
No one could catch a vibe. Did they put a new person on the table?
They did. I'm
confused about what happened here. So usually shaved head women with a lot of tattoos aren't really offended by you speaking ill of our dearly departed leader.
Maybe because she was so aware that he was belittling her and her like very obvious leanings that she felt like he was a Trump.
Perhaps.
The owner was in fact a Trump fan because I'd gone up there.
It's the Central Coast.
I'd gone up there to make a deal before, and his daughter-in-law walked up to me and said, "Forgive my father-in-law. He's not wearing a mask. He's, he walks around and talks to everybody. He's, a Republican guy, and we don't do that here. Don't worry about it." I said, "I don't give a fuck."
Right.
So when I come up a month later, one of his staff, I have to stick it to her just for fun to make her feel uncomfortable. And it turned out it didn't work out for me.
Yeah, and now here's the question. Are these moments worth it? Are they little beautiful gems of awkwardness that we have to suffer through at the expense of, that's the price we pay for being ourselves?
My wife called me a jerk, very much like Cece called you, in essence, a jerk for doing that.
Right.
You're making people feel uncomfortable for your own gratification.
Me and Dylan, before we came to one of our recordings, or Dylan and I'm a hillbilly, but we went to a gas station and there was just a really gregarious attendant, older guy. How are you looking at me like you
I don't remember this.
When I just started hamming it up with him and you were behind me, I was like, this guy's not 21 and stuff. He's like, oh, this guy's not. You don't remember this?
No.
We went and got White Claw at the place just down the road. You knew who the guy was. You're like, oh, he's like that all the time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just hamming it up, and he was super uncomfortable. But like, there were a lot of people in there. There was a line, and like,
yeah, he's just pointing at me and making everybody laugh at me.
I was just making jokes.
Yeah, Nick has the gregarious thing when he's with people. I guess I don't know what.
I'm like bipolar. Like sometimes I'll do it, sometimes I'm like, don't talk to me.
Yeah, don't speak to me. But I do it with my friends too. My friend Connor. I guess I'll leave their names out. Lovely married couple. They just got a new house in Sherman Oaks by Dorit, who was actually robbed last night. Did you hear about that?
I did.
Yeah. But they got this very expensive. They got this very expensive couch, and it was on layaway because of the supply chain and whatnot. For a very long time, they were waiting on it for like 8 months, and then finally it arrives, and I'm very underwhelmed by the couch.
Oh boy!
And I sit on the couch. It's uncomfortable. The material is scratchy, and I said, "You waited 8 months for this fucking couch?" And even people you're close to are like, little much, Dylan. Okay, It's a sore spot. We waited 8 months. The couch cost $3,000. You don't need to be an asshole. His wife did tell me to shut the fuck up. I love her very, very much for that. But yeah, I guess maybe I got to take a look in the mirror. Maybe I don't know, kind of adjust my North Star socially sometimes. But also, fuck that.
Just be you, fellas.
All right, so
and I'll continue to be me.
Speaking of our identities in this reality, in this existence, what is going on with the low-frequency demon known as Mark Zuckerberg?
So a week ago, as all of us know,
yeah,
they announced that Facebook would be changing its name. It's just a dick measuring contest that we're gonna do this. We're that powerful. No successful company would ever rebrand.
They should call themselves MySpace.
That would be hilarious. I actually really like that. But no, the name is, drum roll please, Meta.
Right.
Which to me is terrifying. It's short for metaverse, which is what the Silicon Valley fellas they're trying to rapid our pace to this Wall-E type future that's being planned out.
So horrifying.
Milkshakes in space.
Mm-hmm. Oculus, virtual reality. We're in boxes, drawers, even just not even living and being pumped with IVs probably from Uber Eats, and we'll just press a button. We're like, I want Popeye's chicken in my veins.
My mortal enemy and my rival Tim Dillon had a great kind of painting of what the future will be like, and it's very, very akin to this. You'll go to your front door and you'll turn it to go outside for the first time in a fortnight, and you'll hear a voice go, "Air quality not good today," and you'll go, "Oh, okay," and then you'll just go back in, and then you'll inject yourself with whatever the fuck Zuckerberg is cooking up. And you'll shit your pants, but you'll have some super moisture wicking material. I mean, we are doomed.
The definition of metaverse is a virtual reality space in which users can interact with a computer-generated environment and other users.
Yeah.
So it's the
World of Warcraft.
It's the second world, and it's coming faster than we think.
Yeah.
Well, you'll live forever too, because your body, when you're just sitting there like Michael Jackson, fucking oxygen tank or something to protect your body, and you're living a life outside of that. Add 75 years onto your life, man.
That's so true.
There was just a horrifying article in the Atlantic about Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook being essentially a nation state. And they listed all of these qualifications. It was a little bit of a stretch, but it just quoted Mark Zuckerberg on a lot of different really terrifying, like, he has philosophies for how the community or the world of Facebook exists and how people should interact with one another and what democracy means in the context of Facebook, voting, currency. And this is my question. This is a major move for Mark Zuckerberg, trying to obviously make Facebook even bigger than it already is.
It ain't going to work because I can tell you.
No, it is going to work, and
You
it's
think
going to
so?
be fucking horrifying.
You should be testing this with 13-year-olds where they go, this sucks.
Well, as Nick said, he is going to be targeting the youth, cradle to grave, correct?
Yeah, and the fact that for 2 years we've been wearing masks on our face and lost any sort of sense of how we interact on a in-person level, we'll just revert to staring at.
Yeah, no, don't ever make
face
waste
mask.
of a good crisis. I am just so blown away that anyone has the energy to accrue more on top of what he already has.
It never stops, Dylan.
It is fascinating to me that he has this many people on this big of a platform and is seeing it start to lose a little bit of luster. So you know that this is 2, 3, 4 years out, looking and going, how do I fix this pivot and make it
when you
bigger?
get to the top,
Who
you
has
gotta
the
stay there.
energy for that? Oh my God.
I will say this. There are not a lot of people, but you start rounding a certain age and you've been doing the same business or whatever, you do start losing your fastball, right? What he's fighting right now is, I think he's been resting on his laurels for a little too long, thinking we beat out MySpace and Friendster.
Sure.
We're the dominant thing. And now, like, we're it for the rest of our lives. And what he felt in the last 2 years is like, holy shit, I can get taken down. And that's what keeps the competitive nature, is that keeps the fight going. That little hunger that you have is, you're like, you do not want to be taken down.
Lloyd Banks, hunger for more.
Is that? Oh, nice. Mm-hmm.
I feel like there is a certain level of psychopathy, though.
Well, I mean, what do you expect this guy to go fucking stop running a business or trying to take over the world and just sit by a pool in Palm Springs and drink pina coladas and say, here's a life? No, his brain is, I guess I need to keep going.
Yeah, I think he's too addicted to the high level of play that he's been at for such a long time.
Absolutely.
What a strange world that man lives in, and what a strange world he's trying to make all of us live in. He should be killed. I'll just say it right now.
I think I am going to delete my Facebook, though.
Yeah, of course.
I think I'm pretty much almost done with that. There's nothing.
I'm kidding. Mark Zuckerberg should not be killed. He's an American citizen. He's a business magnate. He's just doing his best, trying to make us all fucking pudding versions of human beings.
So that's the big news. I don't know when our apps are going to change, but they're changing their name to Meta.
Meta.
But I teased a positive externality of the name change. And it was that, once again, fast food Twitter is just heating up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we just all remember like some of the classic events in history. That,
Wendy's. Popeyes.
The chicken wars of 2019.
Yeah.
The IHOP changing its name to IHOP. Right. Oh my God, lit the Twitter, the very specific world of fast food Twitterverse.
Yes, the meta Twitter fast food world.
Yes. Yeah. But now, once again, Wendy's.
I think someone killed someone at Popeyes to get that chicken sandwich or something like that.
Yeah, I did not.
It's a true story.
I wasn't using that word war lightly.
No, I mean,
there was bloodshed.
It happens all the time. You remember how every Thanksgiving you can get $75 off a 35-inch TV and people kill one another over that?
I missed that footage.
Get off of me! Why are you being so aggressive? You're scaring me!
80 people running into a Walmart.
I get that you had to kind of like downplay it to add to the comedy, but you could get way more than $75 off a TV.
No, there are really good deals.
Insane deals.
And they only have 3 TVs that are at that deal.
You try $75 for that 72-inch TV. But anyways, Wendy's added again. And I'm sure this has had follow. I haven't really had the time to dig in because this happened today. But so I'll have an update next week on how the its rivals reacted. But Wendy's.
Oh.
What?
Read it.
Changing name to meat.
That's insane.
I know, it's so insane. It's my wife's birth control pill alarm. She says, "Am I in this alone, or can you help?" And I go, "What?" No, I set an alarm.
She's changing her hormonal structure. It's honestly the least you could do. But the tweet.
Yes, exactly. So the tweet, changing name to meat. And now the name on Twitter is Meat.
but their handle is still Wendy's because
Right.
you can't lose that. But because it's the same 4 letters, meta and meat, and like, where's the meat? Where's the beef? That's a fire tweet.
Fire tweet.
And look at that, 213,000 likes.
Yeah, it's crazy. Their social media team is so phenomenal.
And
they just get it. You know?
Like I said, I'm sure we're going to see some hilarious clapbacks from some of its foes. And I'm just really excited to see how the rest of fast food plays out. And I'll update you guys. Don't you worry,
This is the frustrating part about social media. So the first comment underneath this is from a gal named Nettie Cal. And the tweet is, are you also bringing back your funny social media person? 1.9 thousand people liked that for some reason. What's going on? And then, God, you're clapping back already.
Ratioed.
No, we're going to hire you instead because we're tired of fun and your resume fits the bill. Oh, my.
Get the fuck out of
Wendy's?
here.
Oh, my
Wendy's
God.
Yeah.
Dude, this is almost like when you worked for Adam Carolla, Nick, and someone said Adam sucks or something. You said, well, you're a fucking pussy or something, dude.
No, I just said fuck you.
You said fuck you.
Yeah, Nick doesn't do good with people trolling him on the internet.
Yeah, but
It wasn't me. I was in defense of the brand.
Dude, this is so funny. Oh my gosh. Dude, Wendy's, what a joyous externality. What a joyous externality. All right, that's it for us. Hope everybody has a fun time and a safe time tonight. Remember, don't eat any candy with razor blades in it because the manifestation of all black pain will haunt you at night and slit your throat. Candyman. So,
A new one?
yeah, the new one. So, jump in the iTunes ratings and reviews. Leave whatever stars you want for this. Please, 5 or 1, Nation Spellbound, or Hated. Go to patreon.com/anotherpodcastnetwork. Got to get Zuckerberg's face away from me, though, because he's everywhere. Patreon.com/anotherpodcastnetwork for another one of these every week. More personal. We get into some grittier stuff. It's behind a paywall. You know the deal. And also go to YouTube, type in Another Podcast Show, subscribe, hit the bell, and get in the comments. Get messy. Get nasty. Mix it up with people. We'll see you guys next week. I'm Dylan saying goodbye. Nick, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Pat, say goodbye.
I'm out.
He's out.